That's the great thing about homebrew. You can brew whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Just brew it. For goodness sakes, people, brew it. Calm down. It's time. It is time. It is Homebrew Wednesday. Yeah, baby. Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. S.J. Porter here from Little Face Brewing. I hope you guys are enjoying your Homebrew Wednesday. I know I am. So, what do we got going on this week? Well, yesterday I brewed up a double batch of a Belgian. Now, this is not my recipe. This is actually a recipe that MM came up with. She brewed it last year. Her original recipe was a cranberry chutney. I think it's cranberry and orange. Yeah, cranberry and orange chutney, Belgian, and it was quite good. It was actually really good. And I remembered that when we transferred that out of primary into secondary to put it on the chutney, I had tasted it in between, and I thought that it really tasted fantastic by itself as well. And I always said to her, you know, next time I brew this, I'd like to brew it by itself, so we know what that actually tastes like. So that was what the brew day was yesterday. 10-gallon batch, 5 gallons of it is MM's, and 5 gallons of it is mine. I had a really good brew day yesterday. It's full 10-gallon brew day that was only 5.5 hours from very beginning to very end. 5.5 hours. I was sitting downstairs here in my chair with my feet up drinking a beer. So yeah, that was pretty good. Not only that, time-wise, but I hit my numbers dead on. Pretty close to dead on. The estimated original gravity on this one was 1052. That's what Beersmith brought it up to. And my original gravity off of my hydrometer looked like it was just above 1050. So 1050, 1052. Yeah, that's hitting your numbers on an exact 10 gallons of volume. You gotta love it when a brew day comes together. And it was cold yesterday. Keeping about that much water on top of the grain bed. Seems to be working pretty well. Can't complain. Cannot complain. Whew. All of a sudden it became winter. Like, all of a sudden. Damn. It got freaking cold outside. Phew. Well, I got the Belgian sitting out here. Chilling. Just about ready to pull it back into the garage, shut this door, and put it in my fermenters. And they're sitting here ready to go as well. Not a whole lot of a brew day footage there. Not much footage from the actual brew day. But I did pick up some tips to pass on to you guys. Like, if anybody has any of these, the big Banjo burners, well, here's a little bit of what I did with mine. I've got me one of those Banjo burners. It's the 11-inch, and when I first got it, I had some issues with it burning. Like, the very first thing that I did wrong was I had the burner up too close to the pot. So it would never really the flame just rolled around the side of the pot, and it made it real dangerous for everybody around to catch your belly on fire and all that jazz. Because it was only really this far from the bottom of the pot, and it was just too close. The other thing that I did wrong was I had my orifice screwed in too tight. You have a metal plate on the end of your burner that you can adjust your air, right? Well, I was never really able to get a good adjustment off of it. It didn't seem to matter what I did with it. It never made a difference. Well, I backed that off a little bit and lowered my burner, so now it works pretty good. So we'll take a look-see at how it works. Where I had it before, it was actually right about where my hand sets. Where these bolts are, these were the actual mounts for the burner. So I lowered it about 3.5 inches. That way I can get some flame. I also built a shroud. You can see that. That goes the whole way around it. That way the flame is inside that circle, which will also help direct the heat up. So there, you can see the burner at a low setting right now. It's actually a pretty decent blue, low setting, working fairly well. Now, if I adjust the air inlet right here, you'll be able to actually see that change. See there, it got a little bit more blue. And there it gets, see there I'm shutting off, it's just pure gas going in. So you can see the difference. What you want really is about right there, a nice blue flame, so that when you open this up, it doesn't scorch the bottom of your pot, and it gives you that nice blue flame the whole way around. And then if you want, you can actually adjust this some more. So you can back it all or add a little bit more air. That's too much. Bring it back in. Oh, that's too much gas. So right about there is perfect. One of the other things I learned with these burners are they're so big and they require so much gas that sometimes just a regular regulator isn't enough. So you want to make sure you have the right regulator, but even these sometimes don't work quite right. So if you're having issues with your burner, try this. To where, it just doesn't seem like you get that you want to have that jet engine sound going. Try opening your regulator. Now the gas is off, right? So we want to go ahead and open this line a little bit and light it from your bottle. And what that allows is, the mechanism on the inside of the regulator to be open to its fullest. So you get all of the gas pressure that you need from the bottle to the burner. Well, there you have it, folks. This was a short Homebrew Wednesday. I've been making a couple long videos. It was time to put out a short one. This is S.J. Port from Little Face Brewing, enjoying Geyer's beer from the challenge. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, folks. Brew beer. Brew wonderful beer. Just like this one. Cheers. Here we go. Ha 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 ha!